Defense made a motion for a mistrial. Prosecutor was up to some fuckery. Potentially damaging evidence, no basis for it. The judge specifically said, do not ask that question. Do not use that as evidence. She walked right down the path and asked the question. It may be over on Tuesday morning. Batman Bruce Wayne bitch snitch. Gerald Brooks, your constitution does not apply to me because I'm a sovereign citizen, a traveler on the land. I'm the Moorish Empire or whatever, bitch snitch. Because they're so fucking absurd. If you want to be a sovereign citizen, just do yourself a favor first. Go to YouTube here and bitch get every sovereign citizen that's ever been before. Find me one that won. God dang, you're right. Don't go down this. It's not the path. Don't have time for stupidity. Some clever dick on the internet didn't find the great loophole in all of the world's law. Bitch snitch. God dang, you're right. God dang, you're right. Traveler on the land. God dang, you're right. Moorish Empire. Traveler on the land. Bitch snitch. Moorish Empire. God dang, you're right. Traveler on the land. Bitch snitch. Late evening U.S. people. Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, however good it feels, why you're doing it in the first place, however many times you're going to do it, whatever. Just glad you're doing it here with me. Wow. Hi, Sean.
Hello. Hi.
I owe a super special thanks to Flux, who woke me up 12 minutes ago. Are you awake? I told her to do that because it's 9:08 a.m. here, and yeah. I must admit I was
like crack of 9 you woke up at.
I was hitting the bottle pretty hard till at least 4.
Oh, really?
Friends, yeah.
Oh, friends. Like not internet people, like real friends. Awesome.
Yeah, like the 3 I think I have. But yeah, she's like, do you need me to wake you up? I'm like, yeah, that might be a good idea. But weirdly, I've never, ever done this in my life. I mean, first I fell asleep on my first. I got my pants halfway off. Literally, my pants were like around my knees when I woke up. I must have been tired. But
dogs were like, how are we supposed to get to the peanut butter now?
Pretty much, they're looking for my corpse. What the shit is this? I've never done this. Is what I was talking about. I've never done this before. I apparently texted a picture to. It was just a picture, not a picture. To 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Ooh. And the weird thing is this picture I sent, I've never seen this picture in my life. I have no idea what this is. But this was when I was I did it when I was asleep.
Are you saying you've never seen it because you're like, I don't remember that ever going up there before?
Yeah, never. It should feel weird.
I haven't done that angle.
Yeah. No, it's a picture of a vehicle's interior driving down what I can only imagine is like Iowa or something.
No, is it your car?
No, I've never seen this car in my life. And it's perfectly flat land. And there's a speed. what I mean, I learned something from this picture that the speed limit is now 80 in some parts of the state.
Yeah, it's well, in Ohio now it's up to 70.
Yeah,
so that's actually a big deal.
It's 75 in Utah, but there's a speed limit 80 sign somewhere. Probably Wyoming. Yeah. I texted a picture. Flux says, "You're not driving, are you?" No, I'm sleeping. That is weird. I have no idea who that is, whose picture that is, what picture that is, where it came from, or how I managed to, in my sleep 3 hours ago, text it to 7 people. Other than that bit of weirdness, how are you?
Doing pretty good otherwise. Doing pretty good. It's been fun.
Anything new and special going on in your life, Sean?
Not really anything special. A lot of the same.
You're caring for a monster dog, you said.
Yes. We're watching he's the dopiest dog ever. He's so like happy-go-lucky. He's still a puppy too. He's massive.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
How long do you have that for?
I think a week. So
okay. Other dogs are getting along with it.
Well, they're the little ones, so it doesn't matter. Like they have to get along with it.
It sounds like that's my dog. Strawberry is cool with anything, but Yoda's sensitive. Yoda loves other dogs until he doesn't, and there's no warning when he's just had enough.
But he's like a fat dog, so does he just go whoa, or does he actually get up and chase?
Oh, well, that's the thing. He'll just like wait till they're there, and then he'll just turn and snap.
Oh, okay.
Strawberry's kind of they weigh exactly the same. They both weigh almost 50 pounds each, but Strawberry's fat and cuddly. Yoda's just kind of a muscle pig. So he'll just turn and snap, and that's when he gets. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this on replay, skip ahead like 15 minutes or so. Do yourself a favor. we talk, we fellowship, we philosophize here. And this morning we hydrate a lot. Wow. Yeah, I am nursing a nice hangover that, oh, Sean and I can have a couple of drinks. No, ain't gonna happen.
That's all right. You're trying.
Yeah, I've moved my collection of liquor bottles over to that where I don't even want to look at this point. Nothing to lick on this stream.
No.
Oh shit. Well, hi guys in chat. How is everybody? As you'll know, there is no like and subscribe poll today because I was frankly asleep. And thanks, Flux. We've got 300 people here to watch whatever the hell's going on so far. So we'll try to make it worth your while. See, I thought, I want to do some just news updates, some random legal news. Need a lawman by my side. And I thought, who better to read news stories with than Sean? And graciously and gratefully and thankfully for me, Sean agreed to come and hang out for a bit. And immediately after this, in an hour and 45 minutes, Flux and I will be doing an Unexplained over on Flux's channel.
Oh, nice.
We're talking about orbs.
Oh. You guys to do like the Philadelphia experiment or something.
Yeah. I was going to do that last Halloween, but I think I'll
That's
do
a Maritime Monday, too.
It is. So I wonder how close to Halloween Monday is. Let's see. June, July, August, September, October. 28th, not bad.
Well, this year it was a Monday. That was cool. Or year before was a Monday.
Yeah, I know. I missed it. I forgot to prepare, as one is wont to do in this business. Speaking of business, how's business?
It's going.
Yeah.
Always, could always have more problems, and it's always a good problem to have. But right now, it's doing all right.
Yeah, well, you could always be cooler and be like Kurt and be doing some motion for cert to the Supreme Court.
That's pretty cool. I don't even know what it's like. I know it's about some sort of veteran, like VA or something, probably related thing, or USARA, or who knows what. That's pretty fucking cool. I mean,
yeah, and the success rate is they take like 1 in 150, 200 cases that they'll agree to hear one, but still you can say
even if it gets listed for conference and then they turn it down.
Yeah, your
that's
name's
still
there.
impressive too. Yeah.
you get
that
your
gets you
name.
noticed too. And like there are attorneys who their sole job is to write cert petitions.
Yeah, one of my law
Because
school
they
professors.
understand apparently they're involved in like they know, I guess they've cracked the code on the language that you need to get.
Yeah. One of my law school professors, Paul Cassell is his name. He's done a lot of cases with the Supreme Court. And he was a law professor. Then they made him a federal judge. And he did that for a couple of years. And he's like, nah, I don't like this side of the bench. And so he gave up a federal judgeship just to go back to teaching law and going back to being super Supreme Court guy.
That's crazy, giving it up.
He's probably making a shit ton more as a law professor than he was as a federal judge.
Yeah, I know, but you can just fucking coast though when you're a federal judge, and then you get senior status where you don't even have to do shit, and you can still be there technically.
Wow,
I'm not lying. That's what it is.
No, you're not. That's the thing. You're absolutely right.
But yeah, no, I am thrilled that Kurt's doing this. It's so cool, and we need more practice. You know, he's already done stuff as an attorney, but now he's like arguing in front of the Supreme Court. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, see, I think that would sort of be like the first Trump presidency, though. I mean, because my theory, and there's nothing that anyone can ever say to prove me otherwise, Trump had no desire to ever be president.
Oh, I think he did. I think at that correspondence ball, you've seen the picture of that video of him where he's sitting at the correspondence ball, the White House correspondence dinner, and he's just like, I am going to fuck each one of you in the ass so hard. He's like, I will butt fuck you with E. Jean Carroll's dead corpse.
Well, as long as we're getting monetization out of the way real quick.
Well, we're past 10 minutes.
Yeah. But no, I don't think he did, because he's run for president a few times before that. It was always like, oh, you know, I think he just did it to get his name out in the news cycle again, because that's what he did the time before.
I hope this time he's doing it seriously and wants to fuck shit up. Oh, like I said, there's a lot of Washington D.C. JDAMs can land on and would benefit this country greatly.
Yeah, no, see, I think it was just to get his name in the cycle, and then suddenly people started dropping out, and then he woke up one day and went, oh shit, I'm on top.
Well, so he is as practicing lawyer. Kurt he did work involving patent law, so he's already been a practicing attorney.
Yeah.
Just it wasn't in a courtroom. It was more transactional than litigation based. So he's already been a practicing attorney. He's already made his bones doing that, but this would be pretty epic. Yeah,
it's a very, very tiny percentage of lawyers that actually go into a courtroom ever.
And if he gets cert, people will pay him money to write petitions for them.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying, because I think Trump just woke up one day and went, holy crap, I'm on top. People are dropping out, and he doesn't have an off switch. He can't graciously bow out, especially when he's on top. So he had to ride it out.
That makes it even better. He didn't want it.
Yeah, can you imagine being that big of a control freak? Because you don't get to be a paper or real billionaire by listening to people. You get it by intercoursing people right up the backside. Can you imagine the first day he walks into the office, and then when he finds out, okay, first of all, the president really can't do shit himself. All of his cabinet, well, he didn't have a cabinet. All of his advisors come in and say, okay, give us your phone, turn over all your bank accounts, turn over all your assets, and just sit down there and we'll tell you what to do. He must have just been. I wonder if
he can drone strike people on his own. He doesn't need any permission for that.
Only the white ones. Only the white ones can't.
Yes.
The white ones get to bomb aspirin factories and whatnot.
Well, no, the black one got to kill white people. The black one got to kill people.
Of course. They're the only ones that can. Yeah. The white ones just have to blow up hospitals and milk factories and things.
That was not an aspirin factory. Oh, yeah, they put the sign out, baby milk factory. Yeah, because I would really want to drink powdered formula made in Sudan. That's probably safe.
Well, it would be the place for dehydrated stuff, just like little white powder in there. It's just baby milk. Oh, so yeah, I wonder if because I know Kurt loves
flavored baby formula.
Oh no. I know, because Kurt loves the analysis. He likes the pursuit. What if he gets like the note in the mail that says, okay, here is your date in front of the Supreme Court? Would he? We're actually going to do it. Would he shit himself, or would he rise to the occasion?
Oh, I think Kurt would be great at it. I'm sure though, if like Justice Jackson asked a question, he'd be like, "What?" Like that'd be the only thing I would tell Kurt is like, if you go in there, be like 100% on it. Don't just go like, "What?" Because they're gonna say dumb shit.
Yes, but no, I think Sotomayor says something. It's like, that's stupid. That's all the stupid.
Yes. Kurt's like, you're lucky. He'd be like, you're lucky my soundboard isn't here.
Oh shit! Wow. Well, speaking of people, I guess what we need to do. Oh, I was right. I told him to skip ahead 15 minutes. It is now 17 minutes in. It's pretty much this organic thing where I have like 17 minutes of bullshit before I start talking about anything important.
Yeah, you gotta get warmed up.
And then people will leave the comments. You talk too much. Yeah. Welcome to a commentary channel, you idiot.
Although Ag is bringing up a good point. If Kurt versus like Sotomayor, it could be like him yelling at Megan, just going, "Shut the fuck up," which that would be really good too. Because Clarence Thomas would be like, "Well, I don't necessarily agree with the way he responded. Did it? I do agree with the reasoning. Yes, my fellow colleagues should shut the fuck up." Clarence Thomas.
And that would be a lot for him though. Oh,
well, that'd be great.
Wait, there was something else.
It'd be a pure curium opinion. Yes, she should shut the fuck up.
Oh, where's the? Dang it! Oh, somebody said there's. Oh yeah, Kurt is more of the Randy Quaid lawyer type from Caddyshack too. No, I see. I wish I had his legal mind. Because I would probably use it for evil. That's the problem. So in a way, I'm good. It's good that I don't.
Well, I am anxiously looking forward to Kurt saying he's getting cert, because that'll be awesome.
That would be cool, though. Seriously. Oh, I've closed a nude article. I've closed a news article. My tongue will catch up.
Ooh, a nude article. It's like, why are they all Korean men?
Yeah. let me put this thing back here.
And speaking of, because you need time to warm up, I just got done doing going over. We talked about the Richard Allen case for the guy in Indiana, right?
Oh yeah.
So they are once again. He's basically getting railroaded. The media is still not allowed in. Like the Indiana Press Association was like, can we please put a camera in? And look, if you don't want a camera, can we just do audio only? Or even if you don't like that, can we do like video, but it's delayed a day and you get to pick where the camera sits? And the judge's like, nope.
Yeah. And see, that's a concern. And I know you raised that on Twitter, is that when someone tries so hard to unreasonably keep cameras out of the courtroom, that makes me want them in there even more.
Yes. Oh, I agree. And it's just, like all, we learned, we were going through the motions today. There are 26 terabytes of data.
Oh my God.
In this case.
I hope they're all, it's like 4 gigantic, 8K videos, or something like that. Because that's a lot.
Well, no, because a bunch of those videos are missing and shit. So.
Oh yeah. Was it? What was it the Young Thug case where they just sort of lost like 25% of their interrogation videos and things?
Well, that's Richard Allen too. They lost a bunch. But
was that his case? Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, and also I guess this week one of the attorneys and Young Thug fucking laid it down, did some really good lawyering. But Jeff, if you don't mind, I put it down below in the share.
No, please. Oh, there it is.
This is Richard Allen, guys. This is his fundraising, because Judge Gull denied him as an indigent defendant any money for any experts on a double murder. Nope, you get no experts. So there's been fundraising trying to help him get his own experts.
There's some fuckery afoot in this case.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. And you got a bunch of these weird meth-addled Norse pagans who run around elephant walking each other in the woods. Yes, I said that, you Odinist homos. Come get me.
We have a Ragnar mullet. We're real Odinists.
Yes. It's Odin's spear. It sure looks like a penis to me. It's Odin's spear.
It's a circumcised spear.
Yeah. Yes, and that may look like that may look like my ass, but it's actually a sheath for the spear. Oh, Liz. So, are you talking? Liz is questioning the fact these guys are homos in the woods, or she doesn't allow experts. Tamara says, "How can she deny?" Judge Goal's a she. She's a true bitch. How can she deny it? She just goes, judge. Denied.
Yeah, that's how they do it. And they go, you don't like it? Take it up on appeals.
And her little turkey gizzard jiggles as she writes denied, making one sentence entries on the computer docket, not even making orders.
Yeah. Hey, Patty's here. What's up, Patty?
If you guys can help him, I know he would have, it'd be good for him. And he's got 2 weeks of trial. So if you say prayers at all, say a prayer for him. He's going to need it.
Patty Leather says, be Catholic. There's only ex-Mormons, Odinists, allegedly, and whatever Sean is here.
Yeah. Catholic, so it works too.
All right, there you go. So you with that sort of name, you got a choice, Catholic or Protestant.
Yes.
You're green or you're orange. Take your pick.
Yes. So that was all I wanted to just put that out there for people.
Oh, that reminds me of my ex-wife when I was in law school and she was a student at University of Utah. It was St. Patrick's Day, and of course, she's being Korean. St. Patrick's Day isn't tops in her mind at any given time, even on St. Patrick's Day. And she came out to go to school, and I just started laughing, and she got mad that I was laughing at her for no reason. Steph, the altar nerd's in the house. What's up, Steph? Congratulations on actually physically receiving the silver play button.
Oh, congrats. Maybe I'll get one of those in like 5 years.
Yeah.
At this rate.
It's like I'm only 26,000, 25,000 away.
Oh,
it seems
like 82,000 away.
But it seems close, but yet then when you start doing the math, you're like, oh yeah, that's a million years away.
Yeah.
But yeah, she came out and I started laughing. She started getting upset because I was laughing so hard I couldn't explain it. Unironically, on St. Patrick's Day, she was wearing green sweatpants and an orange t-shirt. Oh. And I'm like, oh, this is, and what I was just trying to choke out that she's making the world a better place. she's bringing unity. All right. Yeah. Well, I think it's time to get to at least the first news story.
Sure.
You're as bad as Megan Fox on my channel, for God's sake. I think the problem's me, because when I have guests, I have more fun talking to the guests about the guests and things than actually what I'm supposed to be doing.
There's a reason why I do the Thursday night show alone.
Cryptic. Here's a cryptic news story. Secret Service removes agent from Kamala's detail after distressing behavior, probably something to do with enforcing the law.
No. If you had done this, the Secret Service probably would have shot you. If you've done what she had done.
Oh, hey, hang on.
Well, actually, I take that back. The Secret Service are highly trained. They're strongly encouraged to go hands-on. But holy shit, this is really intense.
What? I don't know what? No, see,
read the story. Read the story. It's good.
This is a short story. The Secret Service agent was removed from Vice President Kamala Harris's detail after having exhibited distressing behavior this week.
Okay.
A spokesman confirmed Thursday. The agent, whose identity has not been disclosed, has been involved with the Harris departure from Joint Base Andrews, Maryland on Monday morning when Harris was headed to Wisconsin. The agent began displaying behavior their colleagues found distressing. Anthony Guglielmi, chief of communications officer for the Secret Service, said in a statement Thursday, the agent was removed from their assignment while medical personnel were summoned. Harris was not present when the incident took place. She was at a naval observatory, the vice president's residence. Where's your? I live in the Naval Observatory. I've always found that
actually a neat house. It looks pretty cool if you ever drive by it.
Yeah,
except it's in the hood. It's in like the most ghettoest part of Washington D.C.
That's like the whole thing, except for the little mound.
Yeah, but Anacostia is really bad down on the naval yard.
And it says the U.S. Secret Service takes safety and health of the employees very seriously. As this was a medical matter, will not disclose any further details.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
What don't I know?
So she shows up to like their facility at Andrews where the Air Force planes are.
Sure.
And she comes in there and takes a phone from somebody and starts fucking with the phone. And they try to take it back and she starts fighting. And then after a while, like she starts like scrumming it with people, other Secret Service agents.
So she's the one that's having the medical issues.
Tampons.
What?
And like,
is there video of this?
Yeah, but it's probably classified. It was in their facility. Like she went fucking buck wild, started fighting everybody in the office. And then they finally tackle her, but there's an indication in the Secret Service report, like, oh, wait, she has a gun, too, because she's a Secret Service agent.
Oh, wow.
And, like, they had to apprehend her, and it sounds like they forcibly sedated her.
Dang.
Yeah, and it's now coming out that she filed a lawsuit when she was in the Dallas police for, like, all kinds of shit. And it never, it settled, or it got thrown out. And they're pointing out that
the agent or Kamal.
The agent. And the issue is that with the Secret Service, the fact you sued your police department at all, they normally are like not even worth the trouble. We're not even going to bother looking at you. And they're looking at this as a symptom of their lax hiring standards. And you wouldn't call it DEI, but you'd say, like, we'll let a lady on with mental health issues.
Yeah.
And they let a lady on with mental health issues, and she went buck wild in the airport.
Yoink. Dang. Yeah.
Hold on. I'll see if I can, because I looked at it last night on my, I was on Locals, if I could find it here.
Yeah, because this was the last story that I pulled up before I went out last night. So
here we go.
It was still hot and fresh.
Yeah, hold on here. I'll send this to you.
All right, while you're doing that, Subi Sue, what's up, Subi Sue? Gifted 1 Legal Vices membership. If you got one of those Legal Vices memberships, make sure you thank Subi Sue. And thank you again. And also thanks to Jill Higgins, who gave 5 Legal Vices memberships.
That's very generous.
That's some cool stuff. It is. It really is. Thank you so much. And if you're one of those lucky 5, you better have said thanks to Jill, or shame on you. Tammy Fayette. Tammy Fayette. Tammy Fayette likes the ASMR voice. Hey, Tammy Fayette with the $2. Let me bring you up here. Tammy. Nah, go ahead and talk some more. I'm just talking to you, Tammy. That's all. Thank you, Tammy Fayette, for the $2 super chat. And Blue Varo, member for 13 months. Thank you so much for being a member for 13 months of the Clean and Sober crew. That is very, very nice of you. Thank you for the support. And my girl on the Southeast, it's Paralegal Liz, the legal masterminds. Woohoo! Send dollars. Dollar bills, y'all. Thank you so much, Paralegal Liz. Good morning from Korea and good evening to you. And the last super chat here that's up is from Unhung Hero. Oh, wait, I'm slow on the uptake here. Hang on. I've got a soundboard for this. If my head over, there we are. This is not numb. There are rules. Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Stephen Cooper, do you pronounce it Stefan, or Steven? We'll call you Steve. Steve Cooper, member for 10 months. Stay hydrated. See, that's my problem when I drink is I don't hydrate at all, because in my head I'm thinking, well, this glass here is roughly 60% water. It's also 40% alcohol, but I don't think that far ahead. So yeah, that's my problem. I literally need people to tell me to drink water while I'm drinking. And Cindy Loohoo, member for 10 months, says hi, Jeff and Sean. Sean, are you still here? Nope, Sean's gone somewhere else. So I'll tell him hi for you when he comes back. And Gwendolyn SS, member for 2 months. Hello. Thank you so much for being a member of the Clean and Sober crew for 2 months. It's good to have all of you guys here. Good for the support. And Sean has brought up this article here, so let's find out more about this, shall we?
Jeff, I'll be right back. Sorry.
All right, not a problem. Let's find out more about this. Hi, Sean. I tried. He moves like the wind itself. I didn't have time to say that there. All right. Secret Service scuffle prompts DEI vetting scrutiny. Well, that's not a biased headline at all, but I like it. Let's see if we. No, I was trying to. Sometimes when you zoom in, it'll move the sidebar to the bottom, but not. We're stuck with the sidebar. Let's see if we can. Yeah, there we go. Let's do this. All right, let's find out some more about this. Breaking nudes. Right. There's a black limousine. The guy putting his hands on the window like, oh, Kamala. An incident involving a physical attack by a female Secret Service agent tasked with protecting Vice President Kamala Harris is raising questions about whether the agency had thoroughly vetted her during her hiring. Well, apparently not. And whether an ongoing push to increase the number of women in the service and boost overall workforce staff played a role in her selection. Oh, gee, I don't know. Could it be? What are the odds of that? Cough, cough. Hi. The Secret Service agent assigned to Vice President Kamala Harris was removed from her duties Wednesday after physically attacking the commanding agent in charge and other agents trying to subdue her, according to an agency spokesman and knowledgeable Secret Service sources. Well, see, this is very interesting because I know what would happen if you or I attacked a Secret Service command person. It would not end well at all.
No. You'd also be in jail.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem that that happens if you happen to actually be a Secret Service agent when you attack
one of the
another Secret Service
now.
agent. Exactly. I had a friend that worked. He was with the. What the hell is the word? He was the DEA. He was with the DEA, and they put him on a Hillary Clinton detail once, and he told some funny stories. That guy was so cool. He like ended up like working for the international banking folks, shall we say? He ended up working for them. He was on some
like the little people.
Yeah, he worked for the IMF actually. And
okay,
like
parenthesis. Yes.
Yeah, he worked for the IMF, and he was his specialty is international drug laundering money searching and stuff.
Like forensic accounting, kind of.
No, the actual agent side of things, where he goes and he finds the money and
he grabs the money and sniffs it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's a good. Yep, that was used."
Yeah, I mean, just talks about just blowing up boats between here and the Caribbean and stuff.
Oh, yeah, there's the Coast Guard. It's actually there's while they normally do save you, they have an entire squadron of helicopters with machine guns, and they're they go like alto. They're like, please stop, and if you don't stop, they're just like, bah, 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 bah,
yeah,
and then they pick you up as the boat sinks.
Yeah. Several sources in the Secret Service community identified the agent who physically had several sources. It's like several people like, yeah, we saw this coming. Identified the agent who physically attacked her superior as Michelle Herczeg. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Herczeg. I'm sure that's how she pronounced it.
It's something Polishy.
Yeah. The altercation occurred. One of my dear friends who passed about 8 years ago, it's his birthday a couple days. Mm-hmm. To this day, I don't care what you say, his last name is Kerchenkovicz. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. It doesn't look like Karenkovitz to me. It's Karenka. It's like Coach Kraszewski,
Kraszewski, yeah, like that one I don't get.
It's Coach Kraszewski, and it will always be Coach Kraszewski. So yeah, Michelle.
The altercation occurred at approximately 9 a.m. at the Joint Base Andrews, the home base for Air Force One and Air Force Two. The call signs of we know. Harris was at the U.S. Naval Observatory at the time of the incident. It just makes it look like she was doing something scientific, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Harris was at the U.S. Naval Observatory. She was inside the mountain in Colorado.
Yes.
At the time of the incident, and it did not delay her travel, said agency spokeswoman. And come, people, get your last names in order, for God's sake, says Andy.
That's just a nice Italian boy.
Yeah. Michelle showed up at the terminal and began acting erratically, grabbing another senior agent's personal phone and deleting applications on it. Well, at least she wasn't sending weird pictures.
Probably naked. I'm thinking there are some naked pictures on there
of her.
Well, yeah.
She was deleting it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's a white girl. So it may have been her and a dog. I don't know.
Could have been. According to two sources familiar with the matter, the other agent, a shift leader, was able to recover his phone and then acted as if nothing had happened.
Yeah, which that tells you a lot. That's,
yeah,
something was on there.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like it. But Michelle's bizarre behavior didn't stop. She then began mumbling to herself, oh, he's pushed her over the line, hid behind curtains.
Just like James Comey did.
And started throwing items, including menstrual pads, at an agent. You're going to need to mop this up when I'm done with you. Wow. Telling him that he would need them later. Oh, good. He would need them later to save another agent. And telling her peers that they were going to burn in hell and needed to listen to God.
To be fair, most feds are going to burn in hell.
Yeah, they're feds. So. But see, this is interesting. They'll need the menstrual pads later to save another agent. That was one of the first things that we were taught as a Boy Scout. Is don't bring the
not anymore. Not anymore though.
That was the second lesson. We were taught the second lesson. The first lesson was get rid of the stupid little gauze pads in your first aid kit and replace them with maxi pads.
Yes. Now, back then, yes. I get it. World War II just ended, and you guys were probably still listening to things differently back then, Jeff. But yes, nowadays don't do that. Buy actual bandages. They work better.
Yeah, but I mean, those menstrual pads are super absorbent by design.
Yeah, but you can. There are proper medical tools for the proper applications of this job, and they only cost like $5.
There are, but like back then, the other option was pack dirt in it. Pack dirt in the wound.
Yes, I agree. Back then, but we're not back then no more.
Pack dirt in the wound. It'll save them. Wow. So she just had there's more. Oh Lord.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not done. Keep going.
Oh my God.
I told you this was a good article.
It keeps getting worse. Holy crap. Michelle also screamed at the special agent in charge. It's SAIC, as if special agent in charge. Thank you for helping that. Rattling off the names of female officers of the vice president's detail and claiming they would show up and help her and allow her to continue working. At that point, the other agents on scene believed Michelle was suffering from a mental lapse. Other agents on the scene believed she was suffering from a mental lapse, and the superior officer, SAIC, approached her to tell her she was relieved from the assignment. Well, that's just, can't you tell her from a distance? Seems like remove her weapon. Michelle then titty bumped him. Wow. She titty bumped and showed her superior.
Bumped. Yeah.
Then tackled him and dude, you're a male Secret Service agent and you let a woman take you down and punch you? I think he needs to be relieved as well.
I think he didn't want to get fired for knocking her teeth out. Because he's probably thinking, I guarantee you, he's standing there and he's like, fuck, if I drop her, I might get fired. So he's like, if he knocks her out, rattles her chiclets, it's better to let her have a woman moment. Yeah, like Blade 2.0 says, hashtag woman moment.
Swan Lake Lady, when did Aunt Flo come in and help?
Yes. Oh, and somebody else is saying, yes. Cindy saying, yeah, Jeff hit a nerve of my medical pet peeves. It's like, it's not even just
pack dirt in it? That's a
no
pet peeve?
using the tampons anymore. Like, we have medical technology. There's ways you can save people. It's very cheap.
Not as cheap as tampons and maxi pads. You just jam a tampon in the bullet hole.
Yeah, that's what. Well, think about that. That person's gonna go up to heaven and just tampons fluffing outside of them, and like St. Peter's like, the fuck happened to you?
Like, their fuses. Allahu Akbar. We're taking down the gates of heaven.
Wiki says I'm making shit up again. Really?
What?
Yeah, that's because ambulances are just stuffed with tampons. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, big pharma doesn't want you to know you can use tampons all the time.
Hey, it's called a diva cup. It's like that cupping thing. You got these little suction cups all over your body to hold the blood.
Yes,
keep the blood in. Oh, Lord.
But yeah, she keeps going.
God, let's continue this. So she takes down the senior Secret Service agent and punches him. Mm-hmm. The agents involved in restraining Michelle were especially concerned because she still had her gun in the holster. Well, that's the best place for her gun at this moment, I think. They wrestled her to the ground. Is she like a superhero?
No,
they wrestled her.
They're trying to not.
I would fuck her up.
Well, yeah, but I think they wanted to like not just jump all over the top of her. They're like trying to. She's clearly having a mental health issue. Like, everybody grab a leg or something. So,
tell that to the young black male that was sitting in the middle of the road with his brother cradling him when they Swiss cheesed his ass.
Yeah, or the you saw the video of the guy over this way outside of Cleveland who he said, "I can't breathe," and like 30 seconds later it was like dead.
Yeah, I think that's one of our stories coming up. Okay. Actually, I think so.
Video of it. Oh boy.
Oh, I don't have the video. I just have the article.
I have the video.
All right. Go and do. They wrestled to the ground, took her gun from her, cuffed her, and then removed her from the terminal. The agent was immediately removed from their assignment. Oh, tell me that's just because they weren't identifying gender at that point, and that's not actually her chosen gender. Her pronoun there. Oh God, I hope not.
No, I think that's just a generalized statement. They were removed from their assignment.
Yeah, I'm hoping. But
I think so.
You never know when you're guarding a liberal vice president. It could be anything. Yeah. Secret Service told the Royal Canadian Mounted Police in a statement. The Washington Examiner first reported the incident. I know I'm being funny, or at least in my head. I'm being funny in my head. The U.S. Secret Service special agents supporting the vice president's departure from Joint Base Andrews began displaying behavior their colleagues found distressing, said Goog, chief of communications for the U.S. Secret Service. The agents on scene then called medical personnel to remove Michelle from the terminal. Goog has described the incident as a medical matter and said the agency would not disclose further details. The U.S. Secret Service takes the safety and health of our employees very seriously, he added, but the bizarre scuffle is once again raising concerns about the state of the once vaunted force charged with protecting the president. What was the Clint Eastwood movie where he took the bullet?
In the Line of Fire.
Yes, that's right.
With John Malkovich, and he had the plastic gun.
Yeah. Who saw that coming in the world? Didn't plastic gun my ass? Mm-hmm. That's never going to be a thing.
Yeah. Those were cool. That movie was so cool.
That was a good film. Mm-hmm. Following the incident,
Secret Service agents, now I'm gonna have to talk to I gotta talk to Fudbuzzer, see if we can make one. Get the 3D printer fired up. You help, Jeff. You are like you are a muse.
Speaking of Secret Service agents, mind you, he's just talking about it on my stream. Just talking about it, and I'm giving him the advice, don't do it, Sean. And just saying. That's not legal advice. That's how to stay out of jail, like common sense advice. That's the thing. We have the right to bear arms. We just don't necessarily have the right to assemble them. As some people find out, I think in one of our other stories. Oh, Lord. Some also wonder whether her hire was part of a diversity, equity, and inclusion push in response to years of staff shortages that may have required the agency to lower its once strict employment standards and physical performance. Well, again, she took down her commander and punched him. So there you go. She seemed to be in physical performance to reach some quotas for female agents and officers. 2016, Michelle, then an officer with the Dallas Police Force, filed a gender discrimination lawsuit against the city, claiming she was assaulted by a male superior and asking for than $1 million in damages. Look, I'm just saying, if I'm, say, a building contractor and I know someone has a history of filing lawsuits against building contractors, I ain't gonna hire her to be an employee.
Yeah.
So this is a cop organization hiring someone who has a history of suing cop organizations. All right. The suit alleged that Michelle was targeted for being a female officer and treated less favorably, and was retaliated against after she reported harassment, sexual harassment, and illegal actions of other officers. She also claimed she was not allowed to return to a crime reduction team after she alleged a senior officer assaulted her. The Texas trial court dismissed the suit. Michelle appealed, and a Texas Court of Appeals affirmed the lower court's decision in 2021 and denied a hearing in 2022. Let's get into her history here. While serving on the Dallas Police Force, Michelle and another officer shot an armed man while he sat in a parked car. Okay.
That's cops tend to do.
Yeah. They don't even have to be armed. They just have to have an the car.
Exactly.
According to a department spokesman, the officers were firing in self-defense because the man, who had previously been convicted of sexually assaulting a child, well, there's grounds for killing anyway, whether he's armed or not, was brandishing a weapon and eventually shot himself in the head. Oh, they didn't even shoot him? They shot an armed man, and then I guess he shot himself, I guess. Headline in the Dallas Observer raised some doubt about the official police account. 2 Dallas cops shot a man last night, but they say he killed himself. He stabbed himself 17 times in the back. Ronald Kessler, a former investigative reporter of the Washington Post, who has written several books on the Secret Service, said the agency would have traditionally viewed the dismissed discrimination lawsuit as disqualifying. Yes, that should have been enough to exclude her because you really have to have a pristine record, he told RCP Wednesday. Certainly, this has been true in the past. There's tremendous competition. She should never have been hired. Kessler also pointed to a new initiative to increase the number of women in the Secret Service workforce. Goog confirmed that the agency is one of numerous federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies that have signed on to the 30/30 initiative. An effort to increase representation of women in all ranks of policing across the country to 30% of the workforce by 2030.
Well,
Ugh.
when that's why they got to hire the wheelchair bound Secret Service agent. They can just grab onto the car while it's going down the road. What's the big deal?
Until you hit a pothole. Well, but then it's like, yeah, what? What am I going to get paralyzed? What? Come on.
Well, you got to jump in front of them to get the bullet. Well, hold on, they'll go, wheel in front, and it's like,
yeah. What
if you're too short though? So it's like
they take the bullet and they're like, haha, didn't feel a thing, motherfucker. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm going to hell. Claims that the Secret Service standards have been lowered as a result of our signing this pledge are categorically false. Of course, the communications guy has to say that.
Yes, they have to. That's his job.
Yeah, no, we suck, and it's a horrible thing, and we never should have done it. There's our official statement. According to the initiative's website, women currently make up only 12% of sworn officers and 3% of police leadership in the U.S., a low statistic that 30/30 advocates say undermines public safety. Did it really undermine it?
Yeah.
I don't know. When it was only male beat cops walking the streets, I think we were pretty good. Research shows that women officers use less force, except for when she takes down and punches her superior in the head.
They use less force, except when they actually shoot unarmed people or get scared. Like Sam Hyde says.
Yeah, and then less excessive force. Well, yeah, because they can't. Are named in fewer. George Floyd would still be alive if there was a female cop on his neck. Jesus. Names in fewer complaints and lawsuits are perceived by the community as being more honest and compassionate, see better outcomes for crime victims, and especially in sexual harassment, assault cases, and make fewer arrests. Sean, I don't know about you, but I feel we need more arrests. We're already number one.
Better arrests.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's arresting the right people.
Yeah.
It is critical that participating agencies focus on increasing the representation of all women, the website adds. They must account for the diverse experiences of all women of all backgrounds and life experiences to better promote the creation of a diverse and inclusive workforce for everyone. The Secret Service has an inclusion and engagement council. Of course they do.
They what? I don't think I remember that part last night. Oh my God.
Of course they have an engagement and inclusion council, because why wouldn't they? Which pledges to become the agency's game changer when it comes to helping the agency build better, stronger, faster, bionic Secret Service agents. Build, foster, create, and inspire a workforce where diversity and inclusion are not just talked about, but demonstrated by all employees through every action every day.
I just thought of something. If they start hiring illiterate Secret Service agents, you can counterfeit money and they won't know any better.
There you go.
Or the blind ones. Start having blind agents be the currency examiners, and I'll just start Xeroxing off $100 bills.
Now then you get like the idiot savants, like, this one's fake. It weighs less than this other $10 bill. During President Obama's time in office, the Secret Service experienced a string of scandals. Yes, they did. And several changes in leadership, including the appointment of the first female director, Julia Pearson. Obama appointed Pearson in March 2013 in an attempt to change the culture of the agency, which was then under scrutiny after a Colombian prostitution scandal. When in Colombia, what happens in Colombia should stay in Colombia. These were the rats that weren't having any fun. But Pearson lasted less than 2 years on the job when she resigned in the face of multiple revelations about drunken behavior and security breaches, including one in which Obama had shared an elevator in Atlanta with an armed guard who was not authorized to be around him.
Yeah. To be fair, it wasn't just prostitutes. They were underage hookers, too, they were fucking around with and beating.
Oh, I don't remember those details. Yeah, that's not good. Huh. Well, in 2014, a blue ribbon panel, it's like the 4-H club at the local county fair. A blue ribbon, you get a blue ribbon panel convened at the height of several scandals, and several members of Congress urged Obama to tap an outsider to head the agency, a recommendation he ignored. There were complaints that only a new director unconnected to the current and former leadership can truly change the insular culture and uneven discipline, partially responsible for low morale and a mass exodus of agents and uniformed division officers fleeing the agency. Dang.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get attacked outside the White House and nobody does anything to them, yeah.
Yeah. The White House security sounds so cool. I mean, they have missiles and shit on the roof.
Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff.
I just want to be like RoboCop. Someone tries to go over the fence, and then you just see the thing go, just like lights them up, just like from the roof. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like anti-missile weapons and shit on,
they
on
have
the
all
roof
kinds
of the White House.
There.
So
cool. and the rooftops around it.
Interesting. Now, how do you know? Anyway, in August 2022, President Biden appointed Kimberly Cheadle, a 27-year veteran of the agency, as the director and only the second woman to lead it. She replaced James Murray, a Trump appointee who announced his retirement after 3 years on the job. During the Trump administration, the agency faced its own set of controversies, including missing text messages to and from agents generally around the time of the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Just generally in that area, some missing texts. Go figure. In recent years, the Secret Service has ranked either dead last or near the bottom of a government employees survey of job satisfaction. Jeez, I did not know that either.
No, I'm more concerned there's 432 fucking agents.
Yeah, that was my next statement. 2023 is near the bottom at 375 out of 432 agencies.
Mm-hmm.
The morale problems tied to agents and officers crushing workloads. Long hours amid increased security demands from the White House and in protecting presidential candidates in recent years they're certainly not, they're not protecting JFK Jr.
I know you're going with that. It's okay.
Yeah. Did it? Good.
Remember, you can always, when you're in Secret Service, you can always tie your shoes.
Yeah, you had to take it one step further, didn't you?
Hey, I'd always check to make sure when I wear dress shoes, like they don't the laces always come untied.
Yes,
especially
they do.
if you end up getting some like shoe polish on them accidentally, and then they get hardened, and after a while it's all crusty. You gotta just reach down and tie your shoes again.
If only he had used the waxed kind that grip. God. Gary Byrne, the former uniform division officer who wrote a book about his experience protecting President Clinton, said there have been plenty of exceptions to usual Secret Service standards in the agency's hiring practice, including numerous incidents of nepotism. You remember to push for more female agents during the Clinton administration, and one female Secret Service officer telling him she was never required to take a polygraph before she was hired. All right. They tell you if you have a character issue or mental stability issues, you can't take the job. They'll find out about it, he said, though many times mental health issues have remained hidden until they surface under stress. If you have any instability issues at all, this job will expose them, he said. Wow. Yeah, that was much more informative than my stupid little article.
Yes.
Holy crap. Wow. Well, peeps, I think we need to read some super chats here. That was telling. Hello from Indiana. Hi, Phoenix. Hello. From Indiana. Hello. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. Deeply appreciated. And also appreciate Unhung Hero with another super chat. Thank you so much. If you're a white woman in the ATF, how conflicted are you when you see a suspect's dog?
Yeah.
Unhung Hero. The only time you send chats like this is when Sean's on. Why? Why do you do?
Because they're good.
This is why I have Sean on.
They make you think.
This is why I have Sean on. We've got 469 people here watching us just, be dickheads. Thank you for doing that, by the way, peep. We've got 282 likes, so smash that like and make sure you get over to Potentially Criminal and subscribe to him if you have not already done so. Because Sean says the things out loud without equivocation that I wrestle with in my head like a Secret Service agent and her boss, whether I should say them out loud or not. Sean says them. That's why he's on here today. So, so he'll say them. Sonia or Chris, as a paramedic, I strongly suggest investing in good bleeding control products, not tampons. That sort of sounds like they're the same thing to me. I'm old school, bitch.
Yeah, I understand. The future's now, old man. The future's now.
Just like stock up on styptic powder, which does come in hands. I keep it for my dogs, but I end up using it on myself quite a bit.
Shove a handful of it in a stab wound.
I pack it with dirt.
Blood clot.
Yeah, pack it with styptic powder. Oh, everyone was kung fu fighting, says Tammy Fayette.
Oh, I bet this would have been hilarious to watch these Secret Service agents fight. I bet it would have been hilarious. Can
you imagine the people just standing around going, what the fuck is going on over there?
Oh, it would have been a World Star moment.
That would have been great. Someone got the video, World Star!
Yeah.
Filming it. That would be so awesome. I hope there's a World Star video out there somewhere. Also, it is significantly harder restraining someone without causing injury, says Sonia Chris. That's why you should always have maxi pads on hand. The Jackals of Terra Argentum became a YouTube member. Thank you, Jackal, so much for taking the plunge and joining the he joined the Bent Halos and Broken Wings tier. Dang, mid-tier. Woohoo. Thank you so much.
Got the red panties out tonight.
Yeah. Hope you stick around for a while, Jackal. Thank you so much for that. And he also, we'll get there in a minute. Elder Jack Mormon. See, that's someone in the know to be throwing around the phrase Jack Mormon like that. That's sort of the lapsed Catholic.
I love that goose. Honk. Honk.
Honk.
I love that. That's so awesome. He's got a pipe and a beret. It's so cute.
In the scarf. It's actually funnier. It gets funnier cute. Every time you look at it.
It is. Straight behind.
Don't you know compassion when you see a bigot? Oh Lord, that's actually really funny. Sorry, I just find that ridiculously amusing. All right, compose myself here. The jackals of Terra Argentum says the chair-bound agent can always thwart the attempt by Captain America style, tossing his claws to me back. Just kind of bounces off a few buildings and it takes him out in the head. Oh no! Oh, that's wrong. And David, member for 14 months. Thank you so much for being a member for 14 months. Not good for morale when the boss's dog keeps biting you.
No, the Biden's dog is bit like 10 or so agents.
The president's former dog. It's no longer with them.
Well,
well,
one of them, the other one lives like where they don't. Is that like their beach house?
Yeah. Potentially criminal is kind of creepy. I wouldn't trust him around my kid.
Chris, don't you got some lifting to do tonight, brother?
Oh, thank you so much for all those super chats and the support, people. It's deeply, deeply appreciated. Oh my God, that was I like that that I like that goose. I got to admit, Harvey Weinstein. We don't even need to bring up an article about Harvey Weinstein.
Yes.
Thoughts?
I mean, when it's people are so mad, like how dare he appeal? It's like, why aren't you mad at the prosecutors for literally like the stuff you're told from day one, propensity evidence you're not allowed to bring in, and they kept on pushing for it, and then the judge is like, I'll allow it. It's like, why aren't you mad at those guys? Harvey didn't fuck these up. Harvey's still in prison, so it doesn't matter.
See, that's the thing. That's the point I wanted to raise. Is everybody thinks he's out? He's out. It's like, oh, young white girl meets back on the menu, boys. No, he's in jail.
Yeah. Although once again, when you read the in the appeal, they talk about it. Like Harvey comes up and he's at a thing and he grabs that pussy like he's Sylvester Stallone climbing a mountain. And then she's like, well, he invited me over the next day back over to his apartment. So I went back over. And it's like, oh my God, he's having sex. Like,
it's like the McMahon documents.
Like, a lot of these women, why can't they just admit like they're either completely retarded or they be hoes? It's okay. You can be a hoe.
And I don't buy the retarded argument at all.
Well, some hoes are retarded. So
it's like the McMahon documents.
Did you read the opinion?
The Weinstein thing? Yeah. I didn't read it. I watched you read it.
Okay. God, some of these fucking women, it's like, he's stuck it. What the fuck do you think they were? No, I thought we were going to play the North Africa campaign tabletop. Like, you dumb fucking hoes.
Yeah, it's just saying like the McMahon documents and things. I'm not even employed, and he's inviting me over to his apartment for strategic business meetings every Thursday.
And every time his dick is hanging out, and I'm like, that's okay.
Like, just put it away, giggle.
Yeah.
The same thing I've said every time a story like this happens. If your boss invites you to his house or his apartment for any reason, that's not the reason he's inviting you or she's inviting you.
Especially if you're alone.
Reason. They run really big companies. They can afford meeting rooms in their office.
I do like the one where apparently he kept fucking the lady and then she never got an audition. I'm like, I'm like, deal with it. That one was the best one because he out-hoed the hoe. Like, you gonna try to fuck me? I'll fuck you back even harder. And he's like, boom.
And I like when in 2020 when he was going to tryouts, it's like it's what they do here in Korea. Some big, tall, strong, strapping guy gets accused of a crime, and then the next thing they're like wheeling him into court in a hospital bed with an IV in his arm. He's like, I can't stand trial.
Well, I know, but I think Harvey is kind of like Vince. He's had a really quick downturn.
Yeah, like Ron Jeremy. Ron Jeremy went downhill real quick.
Well, he lost his mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Benjamin Lewis with the $2. Thank you so much for the support. Maybe prosecutors should take notes on this one.
They're going to just say the court got it wrong. They don't support victims. We're doing this in the name of victims and justice. They don't ever have a reflection moment saying, gee, I messed up. Those words don't exist for prosecutors.
Yeah. And the big takeaway is the guy is still in jail and he's not leaving ever.
Yeah.
So it's, it sucks to be the one who got their, my crime, the conviction got overturned for what he did to me. He's there for
wasn't
somewhere
a crime,
else.
really.
Yeah. And they're going to retry this anyway because sensationalism.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he'll be convicted again.
Yeah.
It's not like he
got acquitted of a lot of stuff.
Yeah. He got convicted of this. He's going to get convicted of this again.
I don't know. I hope he doesn't, just so I can
just so you have content.
Yeah. No, I just want to see people mauled and see like that. That makes it worth it.
Well, let's go to Canton, Ohio, shall we?
Oh boy. Okay. So
do you have the video? I don't have the video.
I've got here. I got the video. I can narrate along here. So
let's see. Here we go.
The video is good enough. Should
we watch the video first and read the story?
The video will do everything. The video does everything.
All right, so we better read the story first to set it up.
No, because I can narrate through this. It's pretty obvious what happens. Like you can tell. So here's where this starts.
Right.
So police officers get out of their car, and something happened. So they start walking along,
289 traffic.
And we're gonna skip right. Just a bit. Now, okay, look, I get it. It's Ohio, but the roads don't normally have the telephone poles in the middle of them.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's why the cops were there to deal with the down power pole.
Well, it's because somebody ran into the telephone pole.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and it only gets better from there because as he walks up to it, he walks literally right past it. And I'm surprised he didn't get nerve gassed. Yeah, seriously, like I would have been like all the way around it, but he's just like doop doop doop. Yeah, and using his powers of detection, you can see a big trail of fluid.
Yeah,
going down the road.
Oh no! Don't tell me it leads right to dude's house.
No.
Okay, good.
We're getting there.
Bert, you want to come with me?
So instead of getting in their cars, they walk and they walk and they walk and they
That's
walk.
good. They need exercise.
And some people might think, "Oh my God, Canton looks like a dump." You'd be correct. Welcome to Canton, Ohio.
Hey, that's the upscale neighborhood.
This probably is pretty good for Canton, actually. So they keep walking along, and hey, look, there's a car that's running.
They've detected a car.
Yes. And it looks like it, had a bad day.
Where did he say? He said he ran into this building?
What's that?
So they then go to the VFW down around the corner. And
oh no.
This guy says, "Oh yeah, come here, come with us." Boop boop boop. We're time traveling because we have to. So here we go. Oh, it's not a VFW, it's an AMVETS, but it's just like it. Yeah. Here we go.
Send it right there.
Please get him out of here now.
No, we're going outside. We're going outside.
No, you ain't killing me. You ain't killing me tonight. You ain't killing me.
Now, he wanted the sheriff because he didn't want to die, which...
Yeah, fair enough.
He was kind of prophetic. But as I tell people, when the police come to arrest you, take your pinch like a man. It goes a long way. Take your pinch like a man.
No, that's a deal. They're all here. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Why are you kill me?
Well, apparently they were successful.
They're trying to kill me. You're killing the sheriff department. Call the sheriff department.
I don't know what the sheriff's department in Ohio would have done because they would have arrested him too.
They would have arrested him harder.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't really know what he thinks what that would have done.
They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. You're on the sheriff.
Now, as far as the story goes, he came into the bar acting like a fucking lunatic because he was probably drunk and high as shit. So,
fair assumption.
yeah. Well, no, that's part of the police report and the information.
Oh, the sheriff.
On the fucking ground. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. You're gonna get sprayed. That'll get closer. You're gonna get sprayed. Don't spray. Don't spray.
He's like, don't spray him. I'm standing right now.
They're blurring out his ass.
I got it. Here it goes.
Now, you can see there's some weight on him.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. We'll go from
It's a
there.
meaty forearm he's got there.
Well, that too. He's a big guy.
Yeah. I'm
That
extrapolating.
one, say when. You're good. Here. Here's the other hand.
Oh, okay. It's not the kneeling dude. The kneeling dude is also big. Does that guy have an erection?
I don't know.
The cop likes his job a lot.
I was gonna say I didn't notice that before yet, but that's a huge mule. If that's really a mule. I was more talking about look where his knee is sitting in relationship to the guy's face, and
Yeah.
the guy's right here going like no, and his head is like no. But here we go.
Get over it. Okay, calm down. Calm down.
Now he's saying he can't breathe.
Stop fighting. I can't breathe.
No, so that actually sounds like a guy who can't breathe.
Yeah.
I can't breathe. That's the storage right there. I'll be glad to bring it for you. Okay.
Now it's
You're fine. Yep. Good.
Shut the fuck off. Get off right
Yeah, you're good. Appreciate you guys. Did you have a hat on? Yeah, we lose some. Okay. Nope, we're good. Supposedly that's just.
And they're like, oh, he's not saying he can't breathe anymore, so he must be okay.
Must be all good. Yeah, no, this goes on for a little while. This goes on
Yeah,
for a
I
little
see
while.
Yeah, you're on.
That is the worst carpet ever.
He's still breathing though. You can see it. You can see his shirt moving a little.
I'm assuming they're on Indian land because that's like gambling carpet.
No, you can do like a little gambling in Ohio at like the VFW halls and stuff.
Ah, okay.
And a lot of them do it illegally. It's just nobody ever goes and hassles them because it's like you're fucking with vets. So.
Your micros are up because we're parked out down there.
Yeah.
Officer Lothbrook.
You said this towards the
I bet he's an Odinist.
Yeah, I'll get it. You guys want to bring your car up
With the
there?
spider web tattoo on
I was
the
just
elbow,
gonna.
maybe.
I was just gonna say that a cop with a spiderweb tattoo.
That's
on
not
the
a very that generally. If you guys Google spiderweb tattoos,
I was literally just gonna say that.
yeah, those people tend to look for Kyle a lot.
He pulled up his drawers.
They're protecting the identity of his ass.
Hey, I've seen that ass somewhere.
So this happens for a while.
Stop fighting.
I love how it's like stop fighting and his foot's twitch. It's just like it's like in The Rock, you know, in The Rock where the air conditioner falls on the guy and the foot's just like. He's like, is that normal? He's like, well, Sean Connery's like, yes, quite frequently normal when you kill a man. It's like,
Stop fighting.
Oh no!
yeah. But now we got up off him,
Stop fighting.
and we're hanging out, and then let's keep going for a bit. And they're just talking. They're just standing there. They're just standing
Jesus is
there.
my standby counsel. His shoe came off. He's dead. Yeah, if you separate a black man from his shoes, he's gone. He ain't gonna give those up voluntarily.
Samson, you cut his hair. Yeah, here we go. Now they
Awesome. Now I know that. Did he calm down? Yeah, he might be out.
He might be out, they said flippantly.
Yes, and it's not like, oh my God, he's not responsive. I should probably call the ambulance. They're like, was he even breathing? Well, this guy actually might be okay because he was gone, but the other guy who just fucking stood there, oh boy.
Oh
boy.
Like, he might be out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Now this guy's like, well, I better check.
Wow.
Yeah. Wake up! Yeah, that's dead weight.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not calling for the ambulance now. We're 15. Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to take the cuffs off.
Well, we'll get to that.
Sit him up.
So they do take the cuffs off them. Eventually. They take the cuffs off. Oh, yeah. After a while, the cuffs are taken off, and then they just start...
They start calling their union rep.
Well, no, they start doing CPR, like... And there's a bunch of cops there, and they start trading off. They're like, I don't want to be indicted! 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 And then this random guy's like, I'll help.
The cop does like five, five chest compressions.
I mean, they just got done fighting too.
Yeah.
But no, like they go back and forth for a while. Like, although going back here, it does like I look at that. Yeah, he peed himself.
Yeah,
so,
he's gone.
Yeah. Well,
which also means he shot himself as well.
Drinking and driving is a dangerous thing. So kill yourself. So it all happens. They finally, and then they show up, and fire department shows up, and they're like, "Well,
this is so much better than the stupid article Jeff was going to read."
Yeah. Well, it's got all of it.
Yeah.
I notice the cops like they talk after a while, and they're all hanging around outside. I'm like, seriously, if I was the guys wearing this body cam, I'd be full on panicking, like, oh my god, like, do I need to like? I'd be scared. I'd be sitting there holding my pistol, like, oh no, do I need to do this now?
Oh yeah, it's not going to go well for the vast majority of officers involved in this.
Gotcha.
Well, it was those two. So, and and then they just walk back down to their cars, like. I'd have been on the phone with my fucking lawyer by now.
Oh yeah. You get the union rep, I'll get the lawyer. Go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so there you go. Yes, and Grant's right. Drunks pee themselves all the time. Yep. And I'm sure that guy was drunk. I'm sure he probably had drugs in his system. You know, just like me, I'm a big old fat sack of shit. I'm not engaging in most aerobic activity. And that includes fighting the police.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to put me on the ground where if they put me face down, guess what? I got a lot of fat, hard to breathe.
Stop breathing, exactly.
If they just like, hey, put your hands behind your back, like, okay, and then they won't kill me. It's like, take your pinch like a man. So,
jeez. Island with the $5. I'm over here trying to be a lady, and Jeff's pointing out police boners. Come on, man.
Oh.
All right, Island. And Braz is take body cam, flush it down the toilet.
Yes, that's that too.
And Buddha Berry says, at least no one is singing Baby Shark while they're doing the chest compressions.
But that's what they teach the kids now.
Yeah.
To do it to Baby Shark.
Happy birthday. So tampon era.
Yeah.
Or staying alive, which ironically is what we were
Tom says he could have had internal injuries from the crash. I don't think that's probably possible. The car, the passenger compartment was relatively intact on that car.
Shooting Star says, Jeff, what happened to your beautiful stash? A barbecue grill happened to my stash.
Mm-hmm.
I flash burned the right side of my body. So it's getting better though. You know, it's the colors are returning.
What kind of food were you eating?
Oh no! See, I don't know. I don't know what happened. We were grill. I'm the grill master at the cigar lounge. We were doing our barbecue last Sunday, and something happened, and there was some huge like backdraft flash fire things went whoosh out of the blue.
Backdraft.
Yeah, no, it's seriously, it was just like open the top of the grill and it went whoosh, from coals to insta flame, and I kind of did this and caught the brunt of it. This is much better than it was last Sunday.
Okay.
So yeah, this was all toast, and then it took off like half my stash, so I had to go back to square one. I haven't seen my top lip in like 3 years.
Yeah. So
suddenly the cold sore, the face herpes suddenly wasn't the issue in my life.
So what's going to happen with those guys? Well, hopefully all of these BLM people are busy protesting about Palestine. They kind of forget about this one. Otherwise, I guess I remember watching it. Those guys people made bank during the riot streams of 2020. I guess I can do a riot stream. I'll be like, just down the road. It'll be great. So I'm hoping that's the case, but we'll find out.
Well, we've got another body cam story here.
What's this one?
This is mom. Mom strip searched and jailed for 15 hours for not showing ID at her home, lawsuit says. A woman was wrongfully arrested, strip searched, and jailed for 15 hours because she refused to show a police officer her ID at her own home, an Alabama lawsuit says. Twyla Stallworth and her son filed the lawsuit on April 24th in the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Alabama, Northern Division. The pair seek damages from an officer in the Andalusia Police Department in the city itself, citing constitutional rights violations. McClatchy News tried to contact the officer for the city for comment, but did not immediately receive a response on April 25th. And they go on to point out that on February 23rd, Stallworth called the police to report she calls the police to report a noise complaint. And then for some reason, she set off her own car alarm to get the neighbor's attention. McClatchy News previously reported. When Andalusia police officer Grant Barton spoke with the woman about setting off the alarm, he asked to see her ID. She refused. And then then the video we're going to show you happened. Mm-hmm. Now, this should be a teaching moment, people.
Well, what's the law in Alabama about IDing?
Well, the mayor will explain that in his apology video following this video. So yeah, let this be a teaching tool to everybody involved, not just the officer on how to do his job, but also just show your ID.
Fuck the police.
Well, you don't get strip searched if you do, but
yeah, but now you make money.
Yeah.
So when y'all go over there and talk to him about his reason, do y'all ask him for his ID?
Oh, I've seen this one before.
Do not. I'll be sitting right here watching. Nobody.
I get that she has a noise complaint against her neighbor, and she's upset that the neighbor is playing his music loudly or whatever he was doing. Mm-hmm. But when you make the complaint and the cop comes to talk to you about your complaint, don't come out the door like, what are you doing? That's not the way to do it. You're the one making the complaint.
Yes, you should expect the police want to talk to you about what you called them about.
And he's just like, yeah, whatevs.
Somebody asking for his ID.
I'm not arguing.
I'm not arguing with you either. I'm not giving you no.
That's like straight out of a Monty Python skit. I'm not arguing with you. Well, I'm not arguing with you either. It's like, well, you just kind of did, Officer here is just like, I don't get paid enough. I'm an Alabama cop.
I'm going to jail.
Yes.
If I provide my ID,
yes, ma'am.
let's do it. I'm not giving you my ID.
Turns out he was wrong.
This is ridiculous.
Hey, turn up, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Deputy Cooter didn't work out.
Wait a minute, don't you put your hands on me like that?
Hold on.
See, this is where you do a cost benefit analysis.
You know what? I get that, but there's also the idea. You know what? That cocksucker's beating. I'm gonna say, sorry, Jeff. I gotta say it. When he's being a little fuck knuckle. No, sometimes you need to stand up to pieces of shit like this. And you know what? They are going to basically ream his asshole out with the power washer. Like I loved he's gonna get goat seed in a deposition. So I mean, and then because if this ever happened to me, part of my agreement would have to be I'd have to sit in a room with them, and it's you're wrong, right? And then I'd walk up and I'd just be like, better luck next time, kid, and walk out the door.
Well,
or I'd ask just to slap my nuts on their face, I'll $15 million, or you let me drag my balls across your face.
Would you be like me and just go, all right, cost benefit? I'm not doing anything wrong. Here's my ID, and let them go about their business.
Not you, but the police. Fuck you, cop. You're doing something illegal. No, I'm not going to fucking help you.
You wouldn't show your ID.
No.
All right. I would, because I've got better things to do than go to jail. Now, if I was doing something wrong, fuck no, I'm not going to show my ID. But if it's just
now you get some free fucking money.
Yeah. But you still have to have somebody going bend over and smile so I can stick a flashlight up your ass when you're in jail,
I mean, you're probably going to do that. We're probably going to do that at some point anyway when we're bored.
I mean, if this was me randomly walking out of a Walmart, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
If it's but if it's me that filed a complaint and the cops come to talk to me about the complaint I filed and they want to verify it's me, I would show them my ID.
Well, I tell them who I am, but I'm not going to show them ID.
And that's the law. There is you can identify. He's cool asking what her name is, not to prove it. Apparently,
yeah, he could have just asked, but he wanted to ask, tell, make, and she's gonna make him be a bitch.
You should see what Korea has done to vices. Yes. Age has done it to me more than anything. I'm to the point where it's just pick and choose.
Victory has defeated you.
It has.
You fight like a young man, admirable.
Yeah, I'm just in the pick and choose my battles phase of my life. All right, I can go get ass probed and spend 15 hours in jail with a bunch of drunks and thugs, or I can just go, yeah, here's my ID, you dumb shit. Nah, I'm the one that made the complaint, you fuckwit, But anyway, that's me, because I got better things to do.
Whoa! Hold on, wait. Hold on. Ma, calm down, please. Everybody, please calm down, please. Ma, everybody, calm down, please. Ma, please.
Why do you need my ID?
I'm already playing. Ma, just
Why do you need my ID?
See, the son is being the voice of reason. Everybody calm down. Mom, just show him your fucking ID. So Alabama white guy gets out of our house, Mom. Just show him the ID.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't go that way.
I just give him your ID, Ma, please.
Why do you need my ID?
Ma, please call. Ma, no, it's okay. Ma.
And kudos to the kid for filming and yelling and
he's like, oh my gosh, she's gonna get got.
Yeah, and not jumping on the cop. Kudos to him for that. That was a smart move, kid.
Okay, it's okay. Ma, it's okay. Ma, it's okay. It's okay, Ma. It's okay. It's okay, Ma. It's okay. It's okay, Ma. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
That's the cooch cam.
I'm recording. I'm recording.
Looks like Oprah without her makeup on.
I'm recording.
Ma, you need Jesus.
It's okay, Ma. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
This ain't nothing but the devil.
It's okay.
It's okay.
This ain't nothing but the
Ain't nothing but the white devil in my house. See, now she's weirdly compliant.
Well, because she knows at that point, it's too fucking late.
She should have known that the second he stepped foot inside of her house.
No, but yeah, I mean, she knows at this point they'll kill her. So
Ken, you need to go on the counseling couch. Recording your cooch, Mom.
Yeah.
Crotches tonight's theme.
Have you seen this whole video yet?
They had to blur out the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, no. This video?
Yes.
Like when they're walking. Yeah, we're going to get to the part where they're walking into the car.
Well, have you seen the part where the kid talks to the cop?
Yeah, it's coming up in just a minute here.
Hey, Devil. Can I put my shoes on, please? Right here. Yeah.
Hey, dude, I wasn't attacking you, by the way. You know that, right?
You put your hand on my son. You put your hand on my son.
It's okay, man. I understand that. Listen, I wasn't attacking.
This kid is being ultra reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
Yeah, except this is going to make him not reasonable the way this ends.
I mean, that's a natural reaction. You know what I mean? Hey, dude. Before.
Oh, and yeah, don't call the cops dude. They don't like that. So call them dudes.
Call him fucker. Yeah. Piglet. Winklet. You know, pig.
Yeah, they don't like it. So do it more.
Hey, Gestapo.
Hey,
Nazi.
before you take her away, why are you taking her away?
She's right now. She's under arrest for failure to identify.
So is this actually in Alabama? Is this actually in Alabama state law?
That is not the law. That's against the law.
Is this actually in Alabama state law?
No, it's not.
When I'm out with you, as long as I have a legal reason to be out with you, if I ask you to identify yourself, you are then.
So can you?
Yeah, see, identify yourself and show me your identification are two completely different.
Well, even
animals.
then, it gets better.
Can you inform me? Can you inform me how this process goes? Because if you're arresting her right now over failure, failure.
I will say he's impressive for letting him stand there like this.
Yeah.
Normally they're like, get 500 feet that way. So
that might be a gun phone.
Yeah, Ghost Ring. Why is the son still talking? Because they're not. These people refuse to get fucked around with by the cops. They're standing there. They're doing the right thing. This kid's doing the right thing. Document all this shit.
He's absolutely doing the right thing.
He's documenting their way into a fucking BMW.
He's trying to de-escalate at the beginning, trying to talk sense into both parties, asking the right questions, and he's going to ask a really good question here in a minute.
Tammy, try being a cop. I would be the worst cop ever because I don't violate the law and I don't go harass people for drug stops.
I'd be too busy at the
nobody's getting arrested. Try being a cop. He should try reading the law and not wrongfully arresting people. That's kind of how this should work.
Yep.
You know, I'll be a great cop. I'm not going to kick in anybody's door. I'm not going to read the wrong address on a house. I'm not going to shoot unarmed people. I'll bet a fucking 1,000 being a cop.
You know, I really, really like Korean cops by and large. The Korean cops are generally very, very patient, very, very solution oriented because they don't want to do the fucking paperwork.
Yes.
They'll come and go, all right, look, is there a way we can resolve this without us needing to be here? And they're very solution oriented. Let's get things squared away. Everybody, shake hands, not just let's throw everybody in jail.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jeff says Korean cops very tasty.
Yeah.
No, we it's just the canine units that we like. And I like her shirt. Thumbs up. It's not a thumbs up day for you, man, but it is. Yes. It will be in the long run.
Yes.
Got you.
We're gonna go to this.
Got you.
So I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious about how this is going right now.
And then when I start causing a bunch of noise, please, it hurts.
Is there one in particular?
No.
So look, I'm gonna have to take one off to get to the other.
He's got his nice thin blue line handcuffs.
How is this process going to go? Because you guys just can't keep her in there cooped up for failure of ID. that makes zero sense. Logically, that makes no sense.
It's law. It's the law.
They're arrested.
We let you color. It's the law. We let you color folks start reading. You think you know everything.
I mean, God, this kid deserves some sort of award for decency and and calmness and thinking. Whereas mom is still flapping her gums, not making it any better.
You know what though? She's not wrong. And people might be like, well, she should have been nicer to him. She has no obligation to be nice to an official of the state. Only one person here is the professional getting paid and should know what his fucking job is. There's only one person.
Yeah, but I mean, I do like this is where I would say, Mom, shut up and let me do the talking. I have a better chance of resolving this than you do.
Yeah.
To my mom, because of lack of ID, failure of ID, they're arresting her, and he's arresting her. He ruffled her up and whatnot. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm about to put my hands
So
on
like they're literally cuffing her and putting her in the back of the car right now.
Then on the way to the police station, she reaches up, chokes him out from behind.
I have another question. When do you guys bring her back? Because
I'm not bringing her back, but she's going to jail.
For how long?
She'll see a judge, and judge will determine that.
Over an ID?
Yeah.
So like, where can I visibly read this where they say that for like because I want to actually see this law in play in action.
Statute?
Yeah. Pull it up.
And this is where the cop knows he fucked up.
Yeah.
He said, "Show me the statute where you get
He's
to
like,
arrest
I wish
mom."
I could have read. They don't teach me how to read none neither in Alabama.
I want to screenshot this and well, actually I have it recorded, so it doesn't matter. Even though I think it's wrong either way, because there's an old lady that lives right next to him and he's blasting his music as loud as possible. It's not
So 15-530.
15-530.
Yes, sir.
Law enforcement official can request your name, explanation of his actions. I don't see where it says anything about an ID.
Yeah, can request your name. That's as close to asking for ID as they get with the law. And
he did. And guys, you can be upset with me. He was breaking, he broke the law. He kidnapped someone at gunpoint. He broke into someone's house while armed. He committed fucking armed burglary. Then he abducted someone. All because he doesn't fucking know his job. Oopsie poopsie. Imagine if he'd have gotten like all fucking tampon-y and go like, oh my God, black folks, bang, and shot someone. And it turns out he was completely wrong. I mean, if they're wrong, like if you go to the store, you go to McDonald's and you're like, hey, I want a Big Mac, and they give you a fillet of fish. And they say, well, take it. Are you like, well, okay, I'll just go away? No, you'd be like, this is wrong. And they're like, no, this is what you said. I said it. There, deal with it. And you'd be like, no, you're wrong. I'm right.
When everybody that's upset, remember how upset you were at the Virgilio Aguilar Mendez case with the Guatemalan kid.
Yeah, you guys were all screaming about that cop died, and everybody. I know you guys all watched it, and everybody here said that's bullshit.
This is the same thing, just less cops and less tasing involved. It is exactly the same scenario. That cop had no
Bella,
legal right.
I understand what you're saying, but the charges got dismissed, and even the city said, yeah, he fucked up. I don't know what more proof I need that, we were wrong.
Yeah, this is an illegal stop and illegal arrest. Yes. It's completely illegal. She has every right to, it doesn't help the situation. Yeah. It does not help the situation, but she has absolutely every right and is justified in doing this. Yeah. I mean, you have to pick and choose your battles. She chose it, and Sean said she's getting a BMW out of it.
Yeah, and he didn't pick and choose his battles. He didn't say, well, what's your name? I need your little ID cards.
KT says asking for name and asking for ID is different. Absolutely. Yep. That's where they crossed the line. And then everything that happened after that is illegal.
Yes. And then this guy pulls a John Coffey defense. Like, I can't read too well, boss. I'm just simple police folk.
Indeed. It says your name, address, and explanation of address.
Bill, I am sorry for insulting all of
I mean,
Alabama.
it doesn't specifically, say
I know, but I'm not going to argue with you either. Right.
It doesn't specifically say, but I'm not going to argue. It's like, it doesn't say that. Well, I'm not arguing with you. Just.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I said I wouldn't have escalated it, but she did nothing wrong escalating it herself.
Yeah.
As they found out later.
That makes zero sense, dude.
Yeah.
Dad, they're literally taking her away.
Jeff, can you pause it real quick? I do apologize, Bella. I didn't mean to besmirch the entire state of Alabama. I am sorry about that part. But I guarantee you a lot of cops in Alabama would try to arrest you for this.
Yeah, you heard it here. Sean apologized to somebody for something.
Yes. Yes. Unlike 2.0, I will apologize to you guys.
Oh dear. So anyway, that's basically
wrong. That's because I'm never wrong.
That's basically how it ends. The video. So what happened after this?
Well, the charges got dropped, and the mayor said,
"Oh, yeah, we got that video too."
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, we've got the please don't sue us, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
It's not the law. The officer, where are we at? In bad faith. The charges were dropped. She got her bond. Yeah, she had to post $3,300 bond.
Which that could have been a lot of money for them. You know how many people ponying up $3,000? Like, did they where do they have to go get that money? Or all that crap. And
for those of you that don't, they probably bought from a bail bondsman for $330, which they don't get back from the bail bonds guy. They're getting it back from the police station. But they not only this is the thing, when she's arrested, if you don't know what the process is, they take you to the jail. This is a woman who's they don't just throw you. It's not a movie where they just take you in handcuffs and throw you into the cell with the other people. They in-process you, which involves the cop coming into her house, illegally asking for her ID, illegally arresting her, illegally, as Sean says, kidnapping her and putting her in the back of the car, taking her to the police station. They get you naked. They get you buck naked.
Yeah.
You stand there naked while some female officer says, spread your coochie lips and bend over and spread your ass cheeks. And they look up your ass and cooch with a flashlight to see if you're carrying weapons or drugs.
Yes. And I know there are good cops out there, but no cops stopped this guy and were like, wait, we're booking her for what? Hey, man, we need to fix that. And then they didn't fire him. Like, he got training. Like, don't be an asshole. It's like, well, that's not helpful. And then when you're stuck in jail, guess what? You have to do what the COs tell you. And there's jails where the COs are nasty and they throw you in a pod. Let's say you're in the pod with some scumbag. Well, now you're dealing with that. Like, yeah.
So yeah, he had a lack of skills or carelessness.
Yeah. That's one thing when you're putting pickles on my Big Mac. It's another thing when you're wielding a gun with absolute immunity.
And then we'll bring up we'll embiggen it here. Shut up. Shut up, Mayor. I'm not done. I'm not done yet. I gotta get rid of this screen. Bring up the big apology. Yeah, we're with the big apology screen. There we go. Yeah. This is the mayor of Andalusia talking about this incident.
On behalf of the city of Andalusia and the Andalusia Police Department, I would like to apologize to Ms. Twyla Stallworth for her arrest here in February. All charges against Ms. Stallworth are being dropped. The arresting officer in this case has a clean record with our department, but he made a mistake in this case on February 23rd.
How clean? How many more mistakes has he made? How many people has he legally arrested that we don't know about?
He had a clean record until this.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean much to me.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you ask him, where is every other time you've arrested somebody good? You know what he's going to say? Oh, 100%.
This is the only time.
The only time I've ever screwed up.
He has been disciplined for failing in his duty to know the law.
So there's the mayor apologizing and saying the cop did not know the law.
Yes, isn't that neat how you don't get to do that, but he gets to do that?
How the law enforcement officer doesn't know the law he's supposed to be enforcing.
Mm-hmm. He done tried real hard, though, boss.
This incident last week, I offered to meet with Ms. Stallworth, but she declined. Ms. Stallworth has not filed a complaint against the police department.
She has now. She's filed a big old lawsuit.
Something better. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a big old lawsuit now.
Yeah. But her attorney alleges in his
she hasn't filed a complaint yet, but her attorney,
but her fancy attorney with his fancy book learning, he disparages us.
That's the writing on the wall there. Yeah. But her attorney, this is the please, Mr. Attorney, don't sue us.
Yeah.
Released that her arrest was racially motivated. We have reviewed body cam footage of the incident and see absolutely no evidence of racism. We have always worked hard in Andalusia to maintain.
Cops hate everybody equally.
We investigated ourselves and determined nothing was wrong.
Yeah, well,
he's just a retard, not a racist, guys.
He's the other R word.
That should make you feel better. He doesn't know the law. He actually likes. He hates everybody. He just doesn't understand what he's doing, like a child.
The guy with the gun doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
How does that taste, people?
And great relationships among our diverse populations.
Yes, so many black friends.
In the video released by her attorney, Ms. Stallworth also claims that the police department has failed to respond to complaints she made against her neighbor. We also have reviewed internal evidence that shows that the police department has responded to those complaints. I have met with Andalusia Police Chief and other leaders in the department. We have agreed that the entire department will receive additional training in constitutional law, the laws of Alabama, and the ordinances.
I certainly can.
Grant's saying it's an anti-police stream. The funny thing is, I think the police in the one in Canton were 100% justified in everything they did. This one, no. Isn't that kind of funny?
See, it's not an anti-police thing at all.
Anti-scumbag stream. I don't like it when scumbags drive drunk and knock over power poles.
If the cop had said, "Now, can I get your name?" and she says, "Fuck you," and he goes, "All right," that's a different video.
Grant said, "I've always been anti-police." It's like, if it comes down to it, it's either anti-police or yes, I too trust the state security apparatus. Like, which one do you really? Yeah. Which one are you better off being?
And if he asks for her name and she says her name and he says thank you and walks off, we're going to be praising him for being a good cop. This is a cop who admittedly didn't know the law that he was allegedly arresting her for.
He was willing to use that gun on his belt to enforce that law, and he was completely wrong.
This is even the mayor being against this cop.
Of the city of.
Well, it's because they're acting like scared bunny rabbits and they don't want to pay.
Yep. Well, let's see. There was another. I definitely don't have the video for this. We got just a couple of. We're about out of time because in 10 minutes I got to go over to Flux and join her for our Unexplained show where we're going to be talking about orbs.
Jeff, I'll be right back. I got to take something.
Well, while he's taking care of someone, it's the cop at his door asking for his name. She's gonna tell them to go intercourse themselves. Right. The Karen in the viral video. This was in Utah. This also apparently has camera footage that we're never going to see because of the subject matter. Karen in viral video facing sexual battery for pulling down a teen's skirt in a Utah restaurant. In a TikTok video that went viral this week, a woman who describes herself as a Utah State employee, probably former Utah State employee by now, can be seen justifying pulling down a teenager's miniskirt in the lobby of a St. George restaurant. When she threatened to call authorities on the teenager, she is now the one facing criminal charges. We'll get to the super chats here in just a quick second, peeps. You've been there, done that, Utah. In the video recorded Saturday night outside the Sakura Japanese Steakhouse, which is a great steakhouse in St. George, Utah, Ida Ann Lorenzo reprimands the teenager, telling her that if she has to watch that teen's ass cheeks hanging out again, she'd call Child Protective Services. She later complained to police that the video of confrontation posted across various social media platforms labeled her as a Karen. Mr. Police Officer, they're calling me a Karen. Arrest them. But the cops didn't because the cops are good. Lorenzo, 48. So she's a 48-year-old Karen, is charged with sexual battery. Documents filed Wednesday in 5th District Court show Lorenzo of Santa Clara is facing a single count of Class A misdemeanor charge. She was booked into jail but has since been released. According to a statement of probable cause, Lorenzo reported the incident herself the night it happened, telling dispatch that the teenager had her skirt hiked up above her vagina and butt, exposing her pubic hair. Because restaurant staff and parents didn't act, Lorenzo said she took it upon herself to pull the teen's skirt down as young children were present. Yeah, and by pulling it down, she pulled it down. Later that night, she called 911 again, saying that a video of the aftermath was posted online along with her name, insinuating that she committed a crime that was sexual in nature. Well, you were charged with it, lady. And so, yeah, this is St. George, Utah here. Victim's 19 years old, and yeah, she's been charged with sexual battery misdemeanor for being all Karen.
Oh, so what did she do?
They were in a restaurant in southern Utah, and apparently the girl had a short skirt on. That was like she could see her ass and vag, apparently, which probably not true. She said she would thought she in another story she said she thought she wasn't wearing underwear, but she was. So she like pulled her skirt down, and there you go. She's been arrested.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. Don't touch people.
Don't touch people, especially in the nether regions, because then it gets you get the bad charges.
Or too bad she didn't get maced by the girl with the dress on.
And I guess the last thing we'll just talk about for a few minutes. There's a guy in Russia that's facing drug charges. He's been there for a while, and his trial was adjourned till mid-May, because that's what they do. They do that like they do here in Korea. They'll have about an hour hearing once a month until they get through it. I guess they do the same thing in Russia.
So you have like part of testimony, and then you're like, oh, where we picked back up off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, jeez.
And this guy, he's facing 20 years in prison, charged with trafficking drugs. He's been there since January. Without checking, I'll give you $1,000 if you can tell me his name, Sean. It's not Brittany Griner. That's why you don't know the name. It's a random white guy. Is it an
American guy?
Yep.
Oh, so yeah, it's probably like Bob Smith.
Robert Woodland is his name.
Okay, yeah, that's. Oh yes, to get the yacht club with Mr. Woodland. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no deals ongoing to trade him for the world's most dangerous arms dealer.
Or that guy in the Turks and Caicos who they found some ammunition in his backpack. Like,
yeah. I must be the only person in the world that absolutely religiously checks all of their baggage for things that shouldn't be in there.
Oh, I agree. Well, that's the thing. And it's like you could afford to go to Turks and Caicos. And I even did it last night. $8 at Walmart, you can buy a backpack. $8.
Yeah. So yeah, they
So this guy's accused of smuggling in drugs.
Yep. It's Griner without the Griner.
Well, I don't know. Can he volunteer for the Z units?
Oh no.
They let people do that now.
Uncle Lennon wants you.
Yeah. Cindy says, how can you forget you have ammunition in your bag? Well, if it's like loose ammo laying around, or it's you got 1 million pockets in it and you use it to go to the range with, or use it to go hunting, that can happen. That can happen.
Brent says, Jeff, do you really think these people were dealing drugs? Griner was arrested for possession, and what she had counted as possession. She would be arrested for the same thing in Korea. This isn't the U.S. The outside of the U.S. isn't the U.S. People are like, well, I don't know how many times I've had people in my office going, but this isn't illegal in Canada. Well, guess where you're not? You're not in Canada.
Yes, and this was Malaysia. They'd be getting ready to cut her head off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
So
or are they the ones do they cut your head off, or is it
that's
one of those countries
I'm
they
sure
use like the machine? Well, no, but like you're tied to a post, and there's like a sheet in front of you, and there's a machine gun aimed at you, and they shoot the machine gun's tied to a rest, and it like shoots at you through the cloth, so they don't actually see you die.
Oh,
that's trying to figure out what country that is.
But yeah, see, I mean, that's the thing is, if you know when you go into the country that drugs are bad and it's illegal, and you get caught,
anything is bad.
You've lost you've lost the podium to stand on, and you've lost the pulpit to pound. And it's not that he's being charged with this. It's the duplicity of the U.S. that annoys the shit out of me. We don't give a shit. We don't even know this guy's name, but everybody, like, name one WNBA player, and the only one everyone's gonna be able to name is Grimes.
Well, there's that other one. I don't know what her. That chick was on SNL lately.
That's my point. The other one. She's not. That's not her name, Sean. It's not the other one.
That's pretty good, I think. I'd argue.
And
I don't think people get the idea of what consular relations are. So somebody from the State Department shows up and they say, let's say Jeff, you're in custody. And I go, so hey, Mr. Jeff, how you doing, Mr. Vices? Can I? Good. How are you doing, sir? Are they feeding you? Yeah. Are they beating the shit out of you here? No. Okay. Have they told you got an attorney yet? Okay. Good luck. Have a good one. We'll see you later.
No, that's exactly.
And then you walk out the door. That's what happens.
It's not the movies where it's like, call the embassy, and then they bring the Marines in to rescue you.
In the Cold War, you could probably, that would happen. Oh my God! Like, if we jail an American, we're not going to be able to help suppress the communist insurgency, or we won't get all that money. Yes, there were times where that could happen, and you could do that. Be like, I'm an American, and they'd be like, now they're just like, don't care.
Yeah, and I'm 2 minutes late for the Flux stream, so
I'll let you go,
if someone wants to tell Flux, I'll be there in like 3 minutes. We've got a few things here, and then we'll say goodbye. But the takeaway is this guy is probably going to be in Russia for a very long time, whereas a black woman, allegedly a WNBA player, gets released in exchange for the largest and most dangerous arms dealer on planet Earth. Think of this guy. Like, if all the cool nicknames, Merchant of Death ranks up there, this guy is such a badass arms dealer that he funded and supplied weapons to both sides in a civil war.
Yeah, and they made a movie after him called The Lord of War. And Nicolas Cage played his role.
That's how crazy this mofo is. Nicolas Cage played him. But yeah, the guy supplied weapons to both sides in a civil war. That's a boss move of boss moves. Been there, done that with the $2. Says we should have played taps in honor of the stash. Yeah, we did. We lost the stash. Thank you, been there, done that. And Torin 3, what's up, brother? With the $5. Sorry, my eyes are still focusing. At least as a constable, the municipal police don't want me to intrude on their territory. I don't have probable cause arrest authority. Well, good.
That helps, though. That takes problem. Like, you don't have to worry about this stuff.
And the future Mrs. Martin gifted 5 Legal Vices memberships. Give Mrs. Emma super happy and super special thanks if you've got one of those. That would have been about 15 minutes ago, people.
I got a special thanks for her.
Yeah, give her. Yeah, I was gonna say give her my thanks, but that's weird. Jonathan Duggar, Sean, Alabama, you're spot on.
Channel for that, Jeff.
Anyone who disagrees. God damn it, Sean. Can't we get through a single stream? Anyone who disagrees, Sean, is proving the point. Sean, thank you very much.
We can all agree to disagree.
Benjamin Lewis, anti-federalist, spelled it out clearly in the B of R. That's the Bill of Rights, people. We have those. I just want to say super special thanks to Sean for being here. Sean, tell us about your channel is, Sean.
Yeah, you guys find me potentially criminal. We got all kinds of stuff going on later tonight. Probably 11:30 we'll do it. Got a bunch more stories I didn't get to last night, and we'll kind of go through some of those tonight.
The only one I didn't get to was Alec Baldwin, but that'll be a story for a while. So, mods, thanks for being here and being super moddy, in being decent folks. And chat, thank you for being decent folks. Thank you so much for the support, the super chats, the gifted memberships, the monthly memberships. Thanks everybody. And again, we're going to send you over to House of Flux, where I will be there, and we're going to talk about orbs, spooky orbs. Spooky orbs over with Flux and an unexplained stream. Sean, thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
You make my stories more interesting. Where's my outro? Here it is. Nope, there it is.